everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. In today's video, I'm going to be using almost all of my Black Friday purchases to create this full face of makeup. There are a few products that I didn't pick up from each category, so it's an almost full face of newer products from Black Friday. I will have my Black Friday haul linked in the eye and also down below if you guys want to see all of the products that I purchased, but we're going to be using the majority of them in today's look. So if you guys want to see how I created this look with my most recent makeup purchases, then let's just go ahead and jump into it. For eyes, I want to use the Juvia's Magic Mini palette. I am just loving reaching into this. I've got my eye on this shade here for today's look, and I just kind of want to run with that and see where it goes. I decided to prime the eyes with this Juvia's Place eye primer, and I have the lightest one in shade 1. I didn't pick up a new eyeshadow base or anything, so I did go ahead and do that, but I'm just going to start out with the lightest shade in this palette and run it through the crease in the transition. Okay, I'm kind of thinking about leaning into the 3 of these shades, so it's the 2 pink ones and then the duochrome bluey purple kind of shade. So I'm just trying to figure out which matte shade I should dip into, because this one ends up looking like a pretty warm tone and orange on the eye. So I'm kind of like leaning into this one. All of the matte shades in here are really bright, and it's not exactly what I want. I think I'm gonna dip into the pink. I think I'm gonna do that because might as well try it out and see how it goes. I don't really want to dip into another palette to create the look for a matte shade. I want to make this one work, but I love all of the shimmer shades to where, like, on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't bother me at all to dip into another one. So I'm going to use a brush that has a similar color staining the bristles already. I'm going to pick up like a tiny bit, and I'm going to be sure to tap off the brush. And I'm just going to lightly put this in the crease. I'm going to try and keep the color pretty low because I don't like the way shades like this look when they are any farther up into the crease. I'm going to take more of that lightest matte shade and help blend the crease out. I'm going to go back in just slightly with the matte pink shade. This color actually blends out really nicely. I like it a lot. I'm just blending it out one more time. Okay, so I'm also just going to dip into like a good bit of the lightest and then a tiny little bit of the pink or red, and then back into the lightest shade. And this should help lighten up that pigment even more, just because I don't want it to look super hot pink. Okay, I'm really happy where this is at right now. I really like whenever matte shades blend out nicely like this. This looks good to me. I like it a lot. Okay, I turned down my lighting because I had it on a different setting for something else yesterday. I think this is better. It was just way too bright and there were a lot of shadows on my face that I didn't really want. So I got the other eye caught up. I'm very happy with where it's at right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. And I think I'm going to go ahead and dip into those shimmery shades. I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX glitter glue. I'm taking the glitter glue all over the lid because I am going to put shimmers all the way out to the outer corner. I'm trying to decide which shade I want to put where. What's funny is that I'm so drawn to this bluey purple shift shade, and I didn't like them in the Huda Rose Quartz palette, but for some reason this one is just way better in my opinion. I love it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one in the inner corner and the deeper of the pink on the outer like half, and then use the lightest pink shimmer for something else. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start stamping the purple duochrome. Yeah, I love this. I think it's the texture of it that makes it so much better in my opinion. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm serious, you guys, it's so much better. I'm gonna overlap the shades to blend them together. Typically I would have put the pink shade first, like in the inner part, and then the purple on the outer part, but I don't know why, I just didn't want to do that today. I'm also gonna bring these shimmers up just a tiny bit into the crease. I don't really know why, just because I feel like it. I really like this. So I'm gonna take this blending brush without adding anything extra, just blend a little bit. This is really pretty. I feel like on camera it looks a little bit more harsh from the pink to the purple, but in person it's not doing that. So I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of the pink shade and overlap it to the center just to help with that. I feel like that's better. My lips are really dry today, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this Huda Silk Balm Rose Quartz. This is another Black Friday purchase for me, and I actually do really like this, but it doesn't smell good. I like the way it makes your lips look, but it just smells like plain. I don't know. I wish that they would have had a better like fragrance with it, maybe like vanilla or something, but I do like the way it looks. I'm gonna use a smaller brush and pick up the lightest pink shade. And I wanna put this right in the inner part and drag it up. If you guys have ever seen any of Allie Glein's videos, she calls this her scoopity boopity. And I really like the effect that it gives if you're putting a deeper-ish color into the inner part of your eyelid. I just feel like this really lightens up the look. I'm also going to add this as the brow bone highlight. Okay, I'm actually really glad that I used the pinks and purples in this palette because I want to use the cake liner from Tatiana Anissa Cosmetics. I have this in the white shade, which is called Blank Canvas. I've only used this once, and so I actually wanted to like purposefully use it for a look. The first time I used it, I just threw it on my eyes to say that I used it, but I didn't like try really hard to make it look good or anything because I was about to get ready for bed. I just wanted to test it, so let's go ahead and use this. I'm just going to spray a little bit of setting spray in here, and then I'm going to use an angled liner brush with it. I'm just going to kind of like swirl it around. When I used it last time, I put too much setting spray in at first, so it's kind of watery, so I'm going to give it a second. I'm also going to like test it on the back of my hand. Okay, I think it's good now. This is insanely pigmented. It's so good. I'm not that good at using a liner brush, so hopefully this one's also like really big. Maybe I should use a different one. Okay, I've got this like, what is this called? Well, it's called an eyeliner brush from Sigma I'm gonna try. That angled brush was just a little bit too long and it kind of made like a point where I was trying to make the line, so I'm gonna try this one. I'm pretty new to using potted liners, so it's gonna be a little bit of trial and error. Honestly, kind of thinking this would be a really cool base to lay down a shimmer liner, like a shimmer eyeshadow. I'm trying to decide if one of these shimmer shades would be fun to kind of put on top of the white liner. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the teal shade and put it on top of the white liner. I'm going to use a little flat shader brush and pick up the teal shade. I hope I don't mess this look up because I really like it so far. Ooh, that's really nice. Putting that white liner down just made like the perfect base for it to sit on, and it honestly kind of lightened up the teal shade too, which just looks really nice with this look. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm glad I tried this. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how well that worked. I'm not used to potted liners like this. I have one, a black one from, is it like LA Colors or something? And I don't really use it that much. This is so good. It dried down really nicely too, but then the color really stuck to it. I love this. Okay, I love this liner. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun to do. Okay, whoa, I'm already like, what should I do next? I feel like if you didn't have the colors on the lid and you just did a liner with this shade, but if you used this white liner first and then put that down, that'd be a really, really good holiday look. Okay. Let me know if you guys would want to see a look doing that, because I'm definitely going to do it. It's just a matter of, do you guys want to see it on my channel? Let me know Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Let's move on to the face makeup. So I did pick up the Huda Beauty Water Jelly Primer, and I'm going to use that today. Also, my face makeup is going to be very glowy, which never looks good on camera, so I'm gonna look like a grease ball. But in person, it will more than likely just look glowy. But yeah, I would see what people were saying when they're like they do different makeup for camera than they do, you know, like in a YouTube video versus like real life, because you gotta use like really, really matte makeup for videos or else you just look greasy. I can't tell you how many times I've sat down to film a video and I've had to like smother my face in powder for it to come across the way that I want it to. And we'll come back and do the mascara and everything. I didn't forget about that. I just like to do it last for some reason. But I did pick up the Glowish Skin Tint, so I'm going to go ahead and use that today. I'm going to use it by itself. This is really good for mixing into other foundations, but I didn't get another foundation, so I'm just going to use this. This is kind of why I was saying my face is probably going to look real greasy in the video, but in person, I do really like this foundation. My face is pretty red today, so I might have to add a good bit of concealer, especially with an eye look like this. I use a little bit more coverage typically. Yeah, and just my neck's doing that thing again. I don't know, my skin's like struggling lately, especially today for some reason, so I don't know. We might not have the best face makeup day, but we will see. Yeah, I feel like this does not look good on camera at all. On its own, it is a little bit dark, so I'm just gonna add in a little bit of the Misha BB cream and put a light layer of this on top of the Glowish Skin Tint because it's not looking so good. I have worn it on its own when I was having a good skin day and I didn't have to use so much, but this can help just kind of tone it down. Yeah, it's real glowy, and it is in person too, but not as much as it looks like. The lights just make it look more glowy. I'm just going in with concealer. This is the e.l.f. Creamy Camo concealer, but I don't have a new one. I mean, this is relatively new to my collection, but I don't have a Black Friday new one. I feel like we were in Glow City right now, so let's just go ahead and add on some more cream products. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I picked this up on a Black Friday sale as well. I got it from her website. Technically, I didn't actually use the Black Friday sale for this. I used like the first time customer sale, and it was a better deal. She didn't really have like just these on sale, but that was what I wanted. I didn't want like the duos or the other like little makeup kits that she had. I wanted just these two wands, so it was better to just get them that way. Her code is kind of annoying. She's got this like one-time use code, and you put it in the promo spot and it says it will be applied once all the requirements are met. I'm like, well, what's the requirement? And it says it can't be used on previously discounted items. Well, you can buy the contour wands in a set of 2 or 3, or you can buy them individually. And so I had chosen the one where it was just like a 2-pack essentially, with the 2 that I got, and it kept saying that. I'm like, what? I don't understand. And then I finally added them separately, and then it worked. But I just thought that was kind of silly, because I guess it's because, you know, on the bundle they discounted a little bit, but I don't know. It took me so long to figure that out because it didn't blatantly say like you can't use it on bundles, because it wasn't like a sale item. It was just when you know, add both of them to your cart in that bundle, they were slightly discounted, but it was still cheaper to get them like this. You just had to add them to your cart separately, but then the discount was applied to the whole cart. It didn't really make that big of a difference. I'm gonna powder the middle of the face in a second, but I just wanted to go ahead and put the cream products on first. This brush I got from Shop Miss A, and it's the Cala contour brush, I think it was called. Yeah, contouring 755, but it is a really nice shape. It's kind of lopsided, but it's really good for cream contour. I really like it. And then I'm also going to use the Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury that I picked up. I like how this like closes. You just have to remember to close it, but it's nice that everything isn't just gonna spill out. And then I only have to actually push product out every couple times I use it. And then other than that, there's still some left on there, so you don't have to squeeze the product out every single time you use it. So I do actually feel like it'll last for a good amount of time. I'm bringing this up pretty high so I don't actually have to use highlight because I didn't pick up a new one, so I figured I would just skip it today. I feel like I'm looking a little clown-like, but I'm gonna powder the face. And I'm also going to go over everything with my sponge and just kind of tone down the blush a little bit. I don't have a new powder, so I'm going to use this one from Hard Candy. This is the Chilling Wonder Powder. This doesn't set your face down to like a completely matte finish, but it does set it, and it kind of takes away a little bit of shine. You can kind of see the difference here, but I think that it's really pretty. It's definitely different. So you can see the difference with and without the powder. It definitely like sets the makeup, but it gives it more of like a satin finish. So I feel like maybe the e.l.f. Halo Glow is similar to this, but this one's so weird. It feels like water when you put it on. And actually Tatiana Anissa is the sole reason I bought this because I'd never even heard of it before. And she mentioned it in one of her videos. And I had just used up the loose powder that I had. So I went and picked this up. And I actually picked up the wrong one at first. I picked up their matte translucent one, and I went back and got this one. So it's a good duo, I guess, to have. Like, it's a good two products to have because that one's very, very mattifying. It's like a white powder, and then this one is more of like a pink color. And this one just has more of that like satin finish, which I think is really, really pretty. I did pick up these duos from Juvia's place. I got the bronzer and the blush one. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the powder bronzer, trying to use as much as I can from the Black Friday haul. I'm going to take the deeper of the two, and I'm really just going to put this for some warmth. I really enjoy the lighter shade for everyday, because I actually prefer more of contour kind of color versus a bronzer. But for some reason, for filming, I actually do really enjoy like a warmer tone bronzer. Alright, jumping back up to the eyes, the Magic Mini palette doesn't really have an inner corner highlight for me, so I'm going to use the one that I've been using the mirror from, the Persona Identity 1. I'm going to use the shade Sassy for my inner corner highlight. This is my favorite inner corner highlight in my whole collection. I think I'm going to hit pan on it pretty soon. It's the one right here. Okay, I'm going to go back into the lightest shade from the Magic Mini palette. On the same brush I was using earlier, I'm going to pinch the brush and run this on the lower lash line. I don't really think I'm going to put a color on the lower lash line, so I'm just going to put this mascara on. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. I got a little sample size for Black Friday with that purchase of the contour wand and the blush wand. I've only used this mascara once so far, and it's smudged pretty badly on me, so I'm going to give it another shot today. I love the way it made my lashes look though. I'm going to continue to build this up on the upper lashes and then apply one coat to the lower lashes. And I'm also going to go ahead and finish my brows, or fill in my brows, because I don't have a new product for that. And then we'll be back to finish up the lips. Okay, now that I got mascara and my brows done, I feel like the look is really coming together and I really, really like it. I am so impressed with that white eyeliner. This is the first time that I really got to test it, because the first time I just kind of like threw it on like I mentioned. And this is such a fun way to use it and be able to put a shimmery color on top of it. These are the 3 lip products that I picked up on Black Friday. So I showed you guys already the Huda Silk Balm Rose Quartz, which I have on my lips right now. My dog has just been so vocal. What is it, buddy? He's always just like getting comfy and grunting and groaning and talking. And so if you heard him, sorry. I was editing a video today, and it was my Black Friday haul, and I heard him in the back barking and talking and smacking his lips like he's doing now. He's just such a funny dog, and he has a lot to say. But I have this lip duo from Juvia's place. I got a liner and a lipstick, which I think is what I'm going to put on today, and then I don't know if I'm gonna add this on top. We'll just kind of see how it goes. But first I'm just gonna kind of blot off the lip liner. So this is their lip liner in the shade So Rare. I felt like their swatches on their website were not good, and I found a swatch of this on the internet and I really like it. I did think this was going to be a more cool tone. It's definitely not, but it does pair really nicely with the cool tone products. And then the lipstick is in the shade Muted. This one's really, really pretty. I really enjoy the formula of both the liner and the lipstick, and the combo is actually really pretty too. I would not have paired this lip with this eye look. Maybe I should have thought that through a little bit more. The only other thing I have are these little samples from Danessa Myricks. Kind of like, should I try one of these out? First, I'm just going to try and add this gloss. This is the NYX This Is Milky Gloss in Milk and Cookies. Maybe this could make the look just a little bit more cool toned, and that would be what I want. I don't know why I'm not liking this lip combo today, but I've worn it several times. I think it's just the combination of this and the eye look I don't like. Okay, I'm going to use my nude suede shoes from NYX, and then I'll top it with the Huda lip balm. I feel like that'll be a better combo. This look just needed a little bit more pink for the lips, I think. I feel like that's a much better combo for this look. And at least you could see the other combo, but with this eye look, it just did, yeah, I should have thought that through, but I really wanted to dip into these shades. I am just so stinking impressed. Also, this has not, the blue has not transferred one bit. I'm really, really liking that. Tatiana, you did really great with that liner. I mean, holy cow. And I got her Cotton Candy lip scrub, which I've been using like crazy, and it kind of like would go with this look. So, okay, yeah, I'm really liking this look so far. I'm not gonna worry about setting spray because the look is pretty set. I'm not going anywhere. I don't really need it to last very long. So I'm gonna leave it like this, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and seeing all of my Black Friday purchases in action. I really like all of them. I don't think that there is a dud. Other than that, like, I got like a sample from Huda. I mentioned it in the Black Friday haul, but it just, that was awful. But it was a sample and I didn't purchase it. So, you know, that's gonna happen. You can't like everything, but everything that I've purchased so far, I really, really have been enjoying, which is such a nice feeling. And it just reminds me that when I really think things through and I really plan on purchasing an item before I get it, it usually turns out better. Not always, but it usually does work out for me. And I'm kind of being reminded of that in this video because I'm more likely to dislike a product when I impulse purchase it, but these products have all been on my wish list and in and out of my Sephora and Ulta carts for quite some time now, and I'm really glad that I finally bit the bullet and picked up these products. If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more of these products on my channel as well as many others. I really look forward to using them more because I really like all of them, like I mentioned. So with that being said, that's going to be it for me today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!